Hello, Stampers! I'm Dina Lansendorf at Ink with Dink, and welcome to my Facebook Live. So I am super excited to show you my projects today. So always on the last Wednesday of the month, I show my paper pumpkin alternatives that I made from that month's kit. So let me make sure I am in the right place here. Let me refresh. I'm trying to move my setup around a little bit so that it's not quite so awkward as I'm checking to make sure I'm in the right place when I go live and things like that. So I think I may have it, although I may not have my camera stand exactly how I want it, so I may piddle with that a little bit. But anyway, this month's paper pumpkin is called Peaceful Christmas. So always in October, we get some kind of Christmas cards to make, and they're super cute and super easy this month, and they were really easy to come up with alternatives. So if you guys are ready, I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera over. Oh, that always is such an attractive pose that it leaves me with there. All right, so this is, oh, look at that. My stand is completely in the wrong place and everything. There we go. Okay, so this is what this month's kit looked like. It came in a fun box with Christmas trees on it, and that really is a foreshadowing of what's inside the kit because this looks very familiar. Keep an eye on that. On the end of your box, it always tells you the month and then the name of the kit. Then when you open up your kit, the first thing you find is tissue paper. Everything's wrapped in tissue paper and looks really cute. So you unwrap your tissue paper and then everything is cellophane together. Okay, so you open up your cellophane and this is the kind of stuff that you have. So you always have a direction sheet every month that shows the pictures in color of what the cards are or the projects are that you're going to be making in the kit. And then it goes through and it gives step-by-step color instructions of what you need to do to make your card. So it breaks down each card on a page, gives you the steps, things like that. They make it super easy for you. On the back of it is always a couple of really good things. So down here, okay, on the back, it always has the coordinating Stampin' Up! Colors, which is perfect if you're wanting to add any extra cardstock, ribbon, things like that. You know exactly what colors to use. And then they always give about 3 alternative projects that they come up with that are good to kind of get your creativity juices flowing for you to come up with your own alternative ideas. Okay. So this month, every month you have a stamp set. So this month's stamp set is really nice. I really like the words on it. So we have Merry Christmas. We have, let me see if I can find, here we go. We have Peaceful Christmas Wishes. This one says, wishing you and your family all the best. This one says, Holiday Cheer. This one says, To you and yours. This one says, From our home to yours. And this one says, Sending you peace and joy all year long. And then it's got a snowflake stamp and then this stamp here, which is trees. Okay, so very fun. Every month they also give you a Stampin' Spot. This month happens to be Shaded Spruce. So you can use this, or I never open my spots. I always use just my main size stamp pad that I have in the colors. And then I like to sell these at my sales. All right, so then you get fun envelopes every month. This month was really cool because it has the foil Christmas trees on the front and the inside liner is the black and green checked. So those are very cool. You always get either dimensionals, glue dots, things like that you need. Has some really cool embellishments. These are like glitter gems. And then every month is different. It just kind of depends. Some months like this, you have some die cut words. Also this month had some vellum Christmas trees, which I've got a lot of these left. So I still got some fun playing to do. So those are the basic pieces that you have in your kit. Okay. So what I like to do every month is I like to start off and make the projects just as the kit indicates. So these are the 2 cards that the kit was made for. Okay, these card bases are already printed for you, and I'll turn them just a bit. All those little stars and on the sky and in the trees are all foil, so they really shine. But it's also on the back, okay? So cool, and so much you can do with those. This one, it had some pieces of that black and green checked. And then here's our vellum trees on here. But just, aren't they pretty? They're just so pretty. They sparkle. I really like them. But like I said, I like to make a couple that the kit is made to, and then I like to go from there and kind of be creative. So here's one I made, okay, where I use the negative from where I got these trees from. Okay, so I just put a piece of soft succulent back behind, and that way it was a little different green that poked through. Okay, to put my vellum, this main piece down, I actually used 3 little dots of liquid glue, and then I put little embellishments over the top so that you couldn't tell they were there. Okay, so that was one of my alternatives. Then I made this one, which, does that look familiar? Those are the envelopes. Okay, let me open up and pull one of those back out. But all I did, these are the envelopes that came with it. I just cut the front piece off, cut it down to a matte size, okay, our first layer, and then use that. And you can kind of see those are all foily, so they're so cool looking. I just punched a circle, stamped the Merry Christmas, used a couple of the die cut pieces, and that was my second alternative. My next alternative, I decided to pull in a cardstock base, okay, that wasn't in the kit, and then I again cut apart an envelope, okay, so that is just, again, this flap here, and I turned it and tilted it, and then this is one of the die cut pieces from the kit that I cut down, cut it at a diagonal, spread it apart so that it kind of left space in the middle for the trees, and then I just punched out a circle, used one of the die cut shapes, and came up with that card right there. Then I started getting a little more creative, and I came up with this one. This was one of the book fold cards, okay, so it's a regular card base that's in the kit, and I scored it 1 inch in from the middle, okay, and then what you do is you adhere that closed, so then your card just opens that way. For my front piece, I took one of these card bases and just cut it down, stuck that on there as a layer, used my tailored tag punch, stuck the Noel on there, used some of my twine that was in the kit, and made that fun card right there. That is so elegant looking, the way it shimmers with its sparkles. It is so pretty in real life. And then, of course, I love to do purple. You can kind of see purple on the side of my screen here. So I made this card right here. Okay, again, I cut apart one of those card bases, use that for the main part of my card, and look at that sparkle on there. It is so pretty. You don't have to do a lot to it because you got a lot going on right there. So you don't need to add a lot, but I just stamped the greeting in Gorgeous Grape, tied on a piece of ribbon, and had that one right there. Okay, so I used this as my inspiration. I loved this card. This was my favorite card. I used it as my inspiration for my scrapbook page. So for my scrapbook page, I took 2 bases, okay, 12 by 12 of Gorgeous Grape. I cut that card base apart again. I cut it in half, stuck 1/2 on one side, 1 on the other, okay? And then it's just so peaceful looking that it made me think of Silent Night, okay? So it's just basically a piece of white across there with those card base pieces on there. And then look at our snowflakes. See if I can make it shimmer a little bit. There we go. Look at that. They're very iridescent. Those are in the holiday catalog. They are so pretty. So then my corresponding page says Holy Night. So we have Silent Night, Holy Night. I thought these will be great for Christmas pictures. Once your kids start getting a lot older, the cutesy Christmas pages just don't cut it anymore. You come up with more elegant pages for the family Christmas picture. So this was what I came up with. So I thought it turned out really cute. Again, I like all the shimmer of the stars or the snowflakes on there. So I thought that was really pretty. So there you go. There are my alternatives that I have made so far this month using this kit. I love this kit. It is so pretty, so beautiful. So if you're watching this and you're like, oh my gosh, I have to subscribe to that paper pumpkin, there's a couple ways you can do it. We can put your credit card on file and it'll just come to you every month. It'll charge your credit card every month and you'll get your surprise kit in the mail. The other way you can do it is to buy a prepaid subscription. You can buy 1, 3, 6, or 12 months. Okay, and then you pay it all up front, and then you'll get that many kits. Now, the best thing about Paper Pumpkin is they have started telling us, giving us a little bit of a hint of what's going to be in each kit, so that if you're like, you know what, I don't like that, I don't like the design of that, I don't need treat bags, I don't need home decor, whatever it happens to be that month, if you want to go and put it on hold, then you don't have to get that month's kit. As long as you do it by the 10th of the month, you can be put on a hold and not receive that kit. So it's really nice now that they tell us what's coming, so that we don't end up with a bunch of stuff that we're not going to use. But even if you do and you end up with a kit and you're not wild about the cards, there are always a million different alternative projects that people come up with for all of the kits. There's a special Facebook group where people post their alternatives. There's Pinterest boards. There's all kinds of stuff, so you can always find alternatives and find projects that really talk to you. So there we go. Thank you guys so much. If you're interested in subscribing, I will put my link in the description. If you have any questions, let me know, and otherwise I will catch you next time.